never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Hello.
What up, Johnny Salami, Evan, Chef Nick. Man, good evening, guys. The Sunday, this is a different show tonight, which we're going to have a big, epic panel. My team and I are bringing some returning guests, and two new guests are coming in later. But I want to introduce the panel. Obviously, Johnny Salami here, Evan and Chef Nick, and myself, Nithin, and then Joe in the background, the godfather of this show, who does everything. Please continue liking and subscribing to the channel, and welcome everyone in the chat. Travis is in here. Evan is there commenting. Jason's in here. What's up, Jason? Welcome to the chat. So tonight's obviously the previous Sundays is usually the Sunday night recap where we go over everything. But since it's almost opening day, Wednesday opening day, we're gonna go over the upcoming baseball season tonight. What to expect, what surprises do we see, and not only the Yankees, but we're gonna talk about other teams, and we got a special panel for you lined up. Around 8:10 or so, you're gonna see Bip Roberts come here. He was on the show before. We brought him on the show before. He's a former MLB player. And along with Bip, Michael Barrett will be joining, former MLB catcher, who was also on the show before. They're going to give their thoughts on the upcoming season and all. So, but how are you guys doing tonight? Johnny, long time no see. But how are you guys doing tonight? This is going to be fun panel tonight.
Absolutely. I love this. First of all, I just want to wish everyone next week a happy Greek Independence Day Wednesday, but also a happy Greek Independence Week. It's going to be a big week for us. Anyone that's full Greek, half Greek, quarter Greek, anyone that pretends to be Greek, everyone that wishes they were Greek, doesn't matter. Everyone deserves to celebrate. It's going to be a great week. A lot of events going on next week with cooking, but also to Greece. Yes, they claimed independence against the Turks, but right now they are not independent with the economy on their own. So that's a different kind of independence. But just want to wish everyone happy Greek Independence Day, and let's rock and roll, baby. Let's do it. Let's rock tonight.
Chef Nick, happy Greek Independence Day to you. I hope you enjoyed the week and all with the holiday. And before we go any further, I do see Michael Barrett on the bottom. But before I bring him up, I want to say a big birthday shout out to one of our clients, McKenna Guerrero, who was on here. She was on here on this. We brought her on here. Today is her birthday. So guys, wish her a happy birthday. She's amazing inspiration, and you guys did a great job when she was on here. So, but without further ado, we're going to bring up Michael Barrett. He was on the show before here. We brought him on the show here, but he's going to come on.
What's up, bud?
Hey, what's up?
Let's go.
How's it going?
Man, good to see you again.
What up, Michael? How you been, my guy?
Good evening. Yes.
Yeah.
Doing great. I got, back from the cheer competition in one piece. Praise God. Yes. That was amazing. And I'm happy to be with you gentlemen tonight.
Yeah,
likewise.
Today obviously is going to be an epic panel. Guys, whoever's in the chat, whoever doesn't know, this is Michael Barrett, former MLB catcher, underrated player in the league. And obviously my team and I brought him on here before as a guest, and now he's joining here on the panel. So Michael, obviously opening day is here, almost here this week. And just talk about what do you expect as a former player as we approach a new season, and obviously new team, or every team will start 0-0 here.
Yeah, I've got goosebumps about this season. There's a lot of anxiety for me, and I'm sure you've been talking about all the many things going on, but I'm excited about the season. I'm a guy that likes to look at the glass half full. As much as I was disappointed about USA not winning, I'm still excited about the World Classic. I'm still excited about the results. Go Venezuela. I thought in a million years I'd never say that, but watching the heartfelt tears come out of Miguel Cabrera's eyes in the dugout says a lot to me. So, and I hope to a lot of fans in the world out there today. I think our job as ambassadors to the sport is to continue to grow this thing and continue to take it worldwide. And Venezuela did an awesome job of representing baseball. And my heart goes out to the players in the USA dugout because I've been there, done that, and it's awful going home early and not going home with a gold medal. But kudos to Venezuela and kudos to baseball. Watching Manfred hand out the awards and watching everybody getting along was was refreshing. I don't know how y'all felt about that, but to see our commissioner on the field with both countries handing out awards and taking part in that was huge for baseball, I believe. And then opening day around the corner, Acuna is healthy. For Braves fans, Acuna is healthy. I live in Atlanta. I'm excited for the Atlanta Braves this year. It is so exciting to see a player like that healthy and competing at, one of the best events ever. And I'm hoping that he goes into this season ready to go, ready to roll, which it looked like he was. On top of that, I mean, I just saw a lot of great things to be thankful for as a baseball fan last couple of weeks, and it's got me super, super excited about opening day.
Awesome, man. Good take. Michael, just a quick question. Since you just mentioned it too, what do you think about the Braves with their roster and how they're coming along?
Yeah, they're looking sharp. Like I said, a lot is riding on Acuna's health, obviously. They don't have the depth, from top to bottom like many of their, competition, some of the rosters that are out there. Though, if you think about it, it is going to be an interesting year. And I think a lot of it's going to come down to the trade deadline. A lot of it's going to come down to whether we're playing baseball or not. But let's stay positive and hope for great things. And hopefully we get this collective bargaining agreement behind us here sooner than later. And, I think that a lot of the moves to be made, maybe there's some owners going in a little, timid right now, but come trade deadline, maybe with collective bargaining agreements gets behind us. And now we see some moves made, some teams making a push. And I feel like we're going to have a great baseball year. I really do.
Follow-up question. Do you think reason being is like we're all excited about the season, obviously for many reasons, but one of them is that like a lot of teams have made moves, try to upgrade, try to compete. So it's going to be more competitive than, I don't want to say than ever, but this season is going to be more competitive. It just seems like everyone's hungry to win.
Yeah, I definitely think there's been some interesting moves across the board. I'm excited to see Bichette in a different uniform. I know I love seeing him as a Blue Jay, but it's going to be fun seeing him and many others. There's some sad ones, but there's also some exciting ones to be on the lookout for. And then in addition to that, I feel like the young talent is growing stronger and stronger. And I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about following some of these guys into, later into the seasons. I think the Braves are not by any means favorites, don't get me wrong. But if Acuna is healthy, it's definitely going to make more for an interesting ride for Braves fans.
Yeah, I think you just hit the nail on the head there with the younger talent on rosters. Speaking of those teams, like you have like the A's, team like the Royals, the Pirates, even like the Rays, who are always involved. Out of those teams, is there one team that kind of like stands out to you, or a team that could possibly make a push for the postseason?
The Pirates are someone that I'm pulling for secretly. To be honest with y'all, it's I feel like it's time. I feel like they've made a lot of great moves over the past couple of years. I feel like some of their young talent, and one of the things that I kind of monitor, as a baseball fan, as a guy that's been on both sides of the ball, as a player, coach, is kind of what clubs are doing to better themselves. The Pittsburgh Pirates are making huge strides in their front office. I don't know how much is publicized, but just from what I've been keeping up with their strategy analysis team, they've got me excited. They've got me wanting to be in the locker room, in the front office with them with what they're doing. I'm really excited for the Pittsburgh Pirates this year, and I'm pulling for the Mariners to make a run again. I'm hoping that this is the season that Dan Wilson and Cal Raleigh and a few others I know over there. I'm hoping they have a strong comeback season after last year, and I think they were a lot of fun to watch. And I think it'd be great for baseball to have someone from the West Coast step up that's kind of maybe not been considered perennial threats. And I think that the Mariners have a chance to do it back to back this year, and I'm super excited about that. Super excited for baseball fans.
Thank you.
Awesome take, man.
Yeah, just to continue, just from what you said, when you first started to speak about the World Baseball Classic. Yes, I was just a little disappointed the U.S. didn't win, but I was overall happy because it was great for the sport. More eyes on the game. It gave the opportunity for Venezuela to win for the first time. And anything like that happens where more people get interested in the sport of baseball or gets their eyes, watching the games, I'm all for it. So I love that. And also to continue with what you said about the Pirates, I agree. I feel like the Pirates are going to be something, pretty decent this year. Not to say they're going to win the World Series or anything like that, but they're definitely heading into the right direction. And I feel like building that team and getting that team better, they need to do it now while they still have Paul Skeens, because once Paul Skeens becomes a free agent, there's not a probably he may not go back to the Pirates because he's going to get offered insane amount of money. Depending on what happens, next or the bargaining agreement, but he's probably going to get a lot of money. So it's gonna be hard to turn that down. So I agree with what you said.
Yeah, just my take. When you see guys like Skeens, for example, step up and competing in the, for USA in the World Classic, what I love and seeing him go 4 or 5 innings. I see Major League Baseball working with USA Baseball and seeing all of these different organizations working together, like you said, to better baseball and to get it out there to the rest of the world. And then, you see, I saw so many great things. For me, it was following Jemai Jones, who's a local native from my hometown, someone that I'm close to, competing for Korea, which I know was important to him, and watching him do well and compete in Asia, and watching how Japan didn't make it out of there because it was a little bit different run for them, and then all of a sudden you see, Venezuela kind of emerge slowly, Italy slowly emerging, a team out of Europe is exciting. These are all different regions of the world where you see baseball kind of, changing. And even though, yes, there were, American born Italians that were playing that made that team better, it was still exciting for me because just like Jemai Jones, it wasn't that far from home that allowed him the opportunity to go there and play, and he made the most of it, and it's great opportunity, and I think it's great for the game. All of those guys will be better for that experience. All of those guys will be better ambassadors for the game of baseball because of that experience. And for me, that's what it's all about. When you talk about leaving a legacy behind, that's really what. And I think to your point, and then back to just what the Pirates are doing and what some of the other organizations are doing to compete. They're having to make some of these bold moves early on, with Skeens, and you see like even a Ramon Anthony who's signing for hundreds of millions of dollars early on in his career. Like, even though the Red Sox, I wouldn't consider them necessarily a small market team, don't get me wrong, but they're making moves early to be competitive. And I think that's exciting too for baseball fans. I watched him play and watch him play in the World Classic at a young 22, 23 years old. I mean, that's awesome. Bobby Witt playing shortstop. I mean, the future is looking bright for USA. So it wasn't a total loss, especially like if you think of it as like soccer, not to be so passionate about this, so forgive me if I'm going off too much on a tangent, but like if you think about baseball, like how we're growing, we're getting there, and that was a perfect example this year of and watching them compete. And then you hope that, what I'm hoping is that experience and Skeens and having the floor and being the best pitcher in the world and on the stage in the World Classic carries over into the Pittsburgh Pirates, rich history of baseball. I mean, what better spotlight would it be to see Skeens once again on the big stage in the World Classic, then World Series? I think that would be awesome.
Absolutely. That's awesome. I love that take. Like, and also just to what's it called? Add to that too. It just felt like this WBC, like all around, everyone was very competitive, very like just they were in it to win it. They weren't just showing up. They were trying their best to win, but regardless if certain teams didn't do well or they didn't advance. But yeah, I mean, just who knew? Like Venezuela. Like I was following them too, and it's just they just seem like a sneaky type of team, a scrappy type of team in a good way. I'm not saying like not to degrade them, but like sort of like that where it's just they pretty much play with your head. They play with the pitcher's head. They were beasts on the bases, and like and sort of that's why when we had the play-by-play between whether it's USA and the Dominican Republic or USA and Venezuela, it was always like I was mentioning that, you know, they always have to play their game. It's almost like a game of battleship, not chess. Battleship. You know each other's move. So you have to be smart about that. Not like every third inning or every sixth inning. You have to be smart about it every inning and then just one up them. So that's, I mean, they pretty much they played good ball all around. So kudos to them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the best pitch in the history of baseball was thrown in that game, Venezuela versus USA. And I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and it didn't even go mentioned. It went completely under the radar. It was a Machado changeup that was thrown to Will Smith that hit him in the leg. It didn't even foul off his bat.
Yes.
The umpire missed it completely. But I mean, you go back and you watch that pitch. It is the filthiest pitch ever thrown by a right-handed pitcher to a right-hander. It looked like a left-handed breaking ball, you know, and that was what we were up against, you know, guys that you may not have heard of. I mean, everybody's heard of Skeens, and I know a lot of great baseball fans have heard of Machado, don't get me wrong, but that pitch that he threw to Will Smith that hit off his leg, that he swung and missed by a whole foot, that the umpire called a foul ball, I mean, that is just how good Venezuela was.
Yeah.
And Omar Lopez was amazing.
Yeah, and speaking of the WBC, it was really entertaining this year. But I want to go to Team Italy, man. I want to give credit to Francisco Cervelli, Jorge Posada, and the rest of the coaching staff. They did a great job of keeping those players accountable and getting ready for each game. And I'm telling you right now, Michael, Francisco Cervelli has a high IQ. You know, all these catchers, like including you, have all a big IQ of the game. And I feel like Cervelli or Posada, if Posada is interested, they can become good managers, in my opinion, down the line. And I think Cervelli would be a perfect fit for any team that's looking for a manager, because I felt like the players from Italy, they listened to him right from the bat, along with the rest of the coaching staff, and they played well underneath him. And Italy was a force to be reckoned with in this tournament, even though they came up short also. But I love the way that Italy showed passion in this tournament, and I think they have a bright future, and I think Cervelli has a bright future if he decides to manage at some point, along with Posada.
Yeah, and I really like Ned Colletti a lot, and you know, you got Ned Colletti and Cervelli working together. To me, that's two. I mean, I don't know Cervelli that well, but and I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but you know, you got two pretty big name guys right there in baseball, proving that they can work together. I think as for Cervelli's future as a manager, I definitely agree with you 1,000%. I think he would make a phenomenal manager in the big leagues, no doubt. One other fact to add to that is that he's working with a GM that has been in the big leagues and has been a successful GM for a long time, running that Team Italy, and I love that combination. I would love to see the two of them together, not just Cervelli, but I would love to see what those two could do together in a big league organization somewhere, working together as a tandem, because that's really kind of what it boils down to. Is to me, this day and age, is how well front office can connect with the manager connect with the front office, and how they sort of regurgitate toward the information to the players. That's the biggest thing for me, is how they give all the information to the players, how the players accept that, and are able to process. It's kind of like preventing that paralysis by overanalysis. I mean, there's a ton of information out there. I think the good managers right now in the game are able to communicate. They're able to dumb it down. They're able to get the players to respond to not all the negative aspects of analytics, but the positive side of it, and they're able to keep them focused. And I think Cervelli would do a phenomenal job of that. I agree with you 100%. love to see Coletti join him wherever they do end up.
Also wanted to touch on the ABS system too. Like we saw in the game, DR versus USA, a lot of people didn't like that final strike call on Geraldo Perdomo. And I saw something on social media the other day. We actually asked Justin Nicoletti about this, or Nicolini the other day about this too, when he was on for the interview. As a catcher, from your perspective, if there is a pitch at the top of the strike zone, like a breaking ball, curveball, slider, that you would see as like kind of from the umpire's perspective as like, okay, this is going to come in as a strike, even though there's going to be a challenge potential from the hitter. Do you see like from the umpire's perspective, okay, is there a pitch where we can kind of get away with like as a pitcher, even though there's like this ABS system and all that stuff? Do you think there's a pitch that they can get away with?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with the ABS system, just hopefully I don't give you a vague answer enough to avoid that question. That's a great question. And I don't think there's a great answer for. I don't think that like umpires are necessarily trying to ever avoid anything. You know, I think or trying to find a glitch. You know, like I feel like the biggest problem early on with the ABS system is that it wasn't really it wasn't really 3D in a lot of aspects, and they've really improved it. You know, it wasn't really covering the depth. It was covering like the front part of the plate. It wasn't really covering like the back end of the plate. So a pitch that may cross the plate for a strike, but may end up hitting the dirt, right, on a breaking ball. Now all of a sudden you got a problem where the kid hitting or the guy in the batter's box is hitting, ball hits the dirt, and he's like, "Now, how'd you call me on a strike?" And it crossed the plane. Technically, it was a strike, but you know, everybody in the world sees the ball hit the dirt and knows that it probably was a ball. You know, then all of a sudden you got chaos. Like the whole point of the ABS system is to eliminate chaos, as much chaos as you possibly can. You know, and if you think about it, that last pitch, I mean, it didn't necessarily go undetected. I mean, it could have been a lot worse if we're honest. I think both sides handled it very professionally. I thought Albert Pujols is amazing. He is such a professional. And the way he handled that whole situation, the way Mark DeRosa handled the whole situation, you know, it could have been a lot more, you know, controversial. It could have been a lot more negative, you know, thoughts toward the ABS system. But I think the ABS system will be good for the game. We're going to see glitches like that or things like that are going to happen over time that may feel like they alter the game. But to Albert Pujols' point, it wasn't that one pitch that, you know, ultimately decided the game. Just happened to be the last pitch of the game.
That makes sense.
Guys, before we go any further, we have our next guest on the background.
I lost you there, Nathan.
Yeah.
I lost you.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? No. Michael, can you hear me?
I hear Michael.
Okay.
I can hear Michael. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. There we go. I lost you.
Good. Yeah. So can you hear me now, Michael?
I can't hear him.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me at least, or
Can you
Chef
hear us?
Nick or Johnny? Can you hear one of us?
No, probably not.
You can
Okay.
hear us.
Yeah.
Jeff, Nick, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Nithin.
I can hear you. Nathan.
I can hear Michael too, but he can't hear us.
That's weird. All right, let me. Okay, I'm gonna add the next. I'm gonna add my friend Billy.
I'm not having any luck hearing you, Nathan.
Oh, you can't hear. Okay, let me.
I don't think he could hear us.
Do you want me to close out and come back?
Yeah.
You can try that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chef, should I close out, come back?
Yeah, do that. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So just waiting on our next guest here. It's kind of like a mystery. We'll see who that is. And it's Billy the Bat Boy.
There it
Billy.
is.
There we go. How's everybody doing?
What's
All
up,
right,
bud?
Billy.
How you doing?
Doing well. Can't complain. How about you guys? Doing all right?
Awesome.
Doing
So
great.
far, so good.
I appreciate you having me.
Of course.
All right, now can you? Oh, okay. Michael, can you got us?
I got you now. Yes.
There you go.
Beautiful.
All right,
Awesome.
we got our next guest, my good friend Billy the Bat Boy. This guy is a legend himself. He back in the day, he played baseball when he was younger. He was a bat boy for the New Jersey Jackals. Man, he does everything. He's a 7-time author. He has really amazing books out there, which he can promote on the show. But Bill, I wanted to get Billy on here because obviously he's big into baseball and he's a Yankee fan. And with the season coming up, we want to get Billy's thoughts as always. And Billy, it's great to see you as always. Great to see you again. And thank you for taking the time for joining this show and talking to Chef Nick. This is Chef Nick, Evan, Johnny Salami, and this is Michael Barrett, former MLB catcher. So
there we go.
Billy, welcome to the show, Billy.
Right.
No, it's great to see you guys. I appreciate you having me. Thank you, Nithin, for the intro there. And always happy to talk baseball and upcoming season. A lot of good things in store. I had so much fun here with the WBC. A lot of exciting things happening early this year. So it's coming along. Things are coming up quickly as the season ramps up.
Yeah. So we were talk about let's get your thoughts on this upcoming season. Obviously, with the Yankees on Wednesday and against the Giants. What excites you for this season? And the Yankees have pretty much like a new team.
Yeah, I mean, I think this the opening day game is the first. Is a night game, right? It's the only game being played, so that should be pretty fun. All eyes on that game, and it should be a fun year. I mean, obviously, a lot of fans, as far as the Yankees go, are a bit indifferent, I guess you could say, about the season or the roster that they have put together because it's very similar to last year. So some fans are a bit concerned if that's truly a World Series type team. Is that truly a team that could go deep into the playoffs? But the game like baseball, anything could happen. You have some guys who make a couple adjustments. All of a sudden, you have a different team. Some players come back from injury. Guys like Garrett Cole is going to have mostly a full season. Hopefully, we'll see how things pan out as he comes back in the very early in the season. But we'll see what happens. It's so hard to predict. That's why I don't bet on baseball. I don't bet on sports. I don't bet on baseball. You really can't predict what's going to happen. But it's going to be fun. Hopefully, we'll see some sleeper teams and some players who ultimately shine real brightly, and we'll see what comes out of it. But it's going to be exciting to watch. And then the Mets too. They have a completely different roster. That should be fun to watch as well. And I remember early in the offseason, there were a lot of fans complaining about that team and what they were doing with trading guys away and letting guys walk. But we'll see what happens there. You never know. A couple pieces that they acquired, and they might be the pieces that they really needed to change things up over there. You never know.
Yeah. So, guys, before we go any further, we got our next guest underneath here. He is a returning guest, another former MLB player, and he is known as Bip Roberts, former Cincinnati Reds player. He'll be joining now. There he is. What's up, Bip? How you doing, my guy?
What's up, Bip?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I was sitting there listening to you guys, man, just kind of enjoying the conversation. Sitting out here in California.
We got a big panel today. We got Bip here. We got Michael Barrett, and we got Billy the Bat Boy, along with Chef Nick, Evan, Johnny Salami, and myself. So,
all right. Hello, guys. It's good to be here.
What's happening, Biff?
Good to see you.
Man, it's just kind of warm out here, man. It's allergy season, so I took a couple allergy pills. And fell asleep, man. I was out for the couch, man. But I'm here.
There you go.
Yeah, so Bip, we're just getting everybody's thoughts on the upcoming season. I know you're excited, and obviously Michael being a former player and Billy being a former player, all you guys are excited for the new season. And so talk about Bip, what are your thoughts on the upcoming season as the Yankees and Giants open up first game ever on Netflix on Wednesday night too, which is cool.
Yeah, the Giants, just to start with them being out here on the West Coast, they're going to improve. And I know they're going to improve, even if I haven't seen them. And the reason why I know is because Ron Washington is a part of the organization. And Ron Washington makes guys who committed 40 errors the year before, he turns them into Gold Glovers. So I know that they're going to be better on defense just by his presence. And then with Buster Posey and Dusty Baker in the front office with Bruce Bochy, a former teammate of mine, these guys understand what a baseball player should look like and how he should play. And if he fits into the 25, 26-man roster, whatever it may be. So I know that the Giants are going to improve, and it's going to be a great game. Now we start talking about what the Yankees and how the Yankees are going to do. Again, baseball is unpredictable. You don't know exactly if guys are going to get off to a good start, if guys going to struggle based on the weather or just off to a slow start. But if you have that big guy out in right field in your lineup, and he's just coming off losing the gold medal round in the WBC, he's going to be a little upset and ready to get out there and start playing. And he's the guy you want to follow because he leads by example. You know, it's amazing that when you see him from what he used to be to what he is now. And it's just growth. It's maturity. It's understanding he's in New York and there's a certain way you have to play. Yeah. And of course you have to produce and you have to have results. You know, they falter a little bit when they get to the playoffs, but we're talking about opening day and having him in the lineup. I'm happy that Bellinger came back, honestly, because I love watching that kid play. I mean, I'm an old guy now, so I can say kid. But his talent, he's a rare breed. He's got good speeds. He plays great defense. You know, he was a guy who at one time was MVP in the National League and then suffered with injuries and had bad years, and it looked almost like he couldn't hit. But then he gets to New York and he starts to figure it out again. So sometimes it's time, place, and year. And I think he's going to have a good year. He's going to help this team. And then again, when your pitching staff is down and they've had injuries, it's always hard to win. So you can't win with second-rate starters. It's just not going to happen. The starters and the bullpen, they're going to have to win 1-0 games sometimes. They're going to have to win 5-4 games. The bullpen's going to have to come in and shut guys down. So, again, the game is unpredictable, but the Yankees always put together a good roster. And that roster is always the roster that you can put out on the field every day. They're going to give you the effort, and they're going to win some ball games. So, but it's going to be great to see these two teams from opposite coasts start the season off, and we all get a chance to watch.
Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna just keep. I have another one of our other guests on the bottom here. Billy, you're gonna know him, and Evan, you're gonna know him. He was at the Yogi Berra catch with Lindsey Berra. He's an actor. He acted in 61, the Yogi Berra movie, and he acted in Gravesend, which is season 3 is coming up soon on Prime Video. So I want to bring up the one and only, the legend, the GOAT, Paul Voorhees, actor Paul Voorhees. He'll be there we go. There he is with the Yankee jersey. How you doing, Paul? Welcome to the panel.
Good. Glad to be here. I don't see you guys. I might have to hit another button here somewhere. I see me. You can hear me, I guess, right?
Yeah.
We can hear you. We can hear and see you. Yep.
Should I tap something here to see you? Tap video? I don't know.
Just press the on button.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
There we go. Can you see his now, Paul?
There's like a little box and it says live 32, but it's not like a big screen. I don't know why, but I don't want to hit something and blow it, you know? No, let me get rid of that. All right, well, I could see you guys there somewhere, but not like I'd like to be able to. I don't know why. Was I supposed to log in?
No, you're can you see us or no?
We can see you fine.
There's a little box there, but like it's not like full screen like I'm used to when I do a podcast. I don't know.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, I think this is fine.
All right.
Paul, welcome to the panel. You're joined by Billy the Bat Boy, Michael Barrett, Bip Roberts, Chef Nick, Evan, Johnny Salami. So I know you're big. You act obviously Yankee fan, and obviously you acted in the movie 61. But before we obviously we're going to promote a lot of your stuff that you send me today, but before we get to that, we're getting everybody's thoughts on this upcoming season and talk about you're wearing the Yankees, so talk about the Yankees season coming up. They're playing the Giants on Wednesday night on Netflix, the first ever baseball game on Netflix Wednesday night. So talk about what are your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, it's Borghese is my last name.
All right, Borghese.
Okay, let's get that right.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Yankee fan, of course, but I got to tell you something. I'm guilty in that I've been so busy with work that I haven't been up to speed with as much as I normally would be before the season to be able to give as much input as probably some of these guys have. But I feel the little I do know or I've been following, I feel very confident that we're going to have a good season. the Yankees are always a strong team. I think there's some new players this year that have come on board, and players that are already part of the team, and veterans or semi-veterans. That I think there's going to be a good combination, and hopefully together with strong coaching, we're all going to be very proud of them this year and have a lot to root for.
Yeah. So
pretty generic answer, huh?
Yeah.
It's a safe one. It's a safe one.
Yeah, so Paul has some exciting things to promote, which we'll get to later on the show. Yeah, so obviously, let me ask all of you guys this. What are some of your surprise teams this year in baseball?
I would say definitely the Marlins, the Athletics, and the Pirates. Those are my three teams. Some of those teams you could say they're going to take a leap forward from last year. Obviously, the Marlins, they have some good young prospects on that team, like Augustine Ramirez, Jacob Marcy, who played for Team Italy in the WBC. Obviously, Sandy Alcantara. They need to have a good rotation, too. They need to stay healthy. But if they do, I think that team can definitely impress with Clayton McCullough as their manager. And, of course, the Pirates, too. Paul Skeens, they traded for Brandon Lau, which I thought was a good move. And, I think they could be very well improved with their pitching, too. They made some good trades. Hopefully they can stay healthy as well. And under Don Kelly, too, as their manager, I thought he did a good job last season. And I think he could do a good job again. And then, of course, the Athletics, they took a leap from the previous year. Brent Rooker, Nick Kurtz, obviously the AL Rookie of the Year last year. And Brent Rooker, and I think I mentioned him already, but they have so many guys on that team. Tyler Soderstrom, too, that are just Jacob Wilson. They're pesky players. They're pesky players, but they know how to play the game the right way. And I think they're going to show that you don't need a ton of spending to do. You don't need to do a lot of activity, financial activity, as long as you can develop your prospects and play them consistently. I think they can show that those teams can go a long way and prove to the MLB that you don't really need to go through the CBA agreement for next year.
I love the Pirates. I love that answer. I feel like they have the potential with Skeens at the top of the rotation, and you really don't know how long he's really going to be there with the Pirates. I feel like a lot of those teams, you only have a small window to win with certain players before they walk or they get traded because their contract year's coming. They get a handful of prospects in return, and the cycle repeats itself. So there's the time's ticking for some of those teams, and the Pirates could be one of them, but we'll see. I do think that Skeens is a future Yankee, just like Garrett Cole. I feel like it's history repeating itself over here, but we'll see what happens. But you do want to see some of those smaller market teams do well with some of the guys that they have developed, and just like kind of like the Marlins back in the day when they had Stanton and D. Gordon and all those guys, Ozuna. I mean, they had a lot of potential, and then some unfortunate things happened, and then ultimately the team blew up. But you do want to see some of those teams do well before they have to move on.
Absolutely. Just to piggyback off your comments too, like definitely the A's, definitely the Pirates. I definitely want to throw in KC in there too. With Bobby Witt Jr., he's underrated in the clubhouse. He's a great leader too in the clubhouse as well. So also want to put, look, believe it or not, like even I'm a big Yankee fan, but I definitely want to put the Orioles in there too. Pete Alonso, great pickup, great offensive force, but also a great leader in the clubhouse. I just have a feeling that the Orioles will do better than last year in terms of that. I think he's going to charge these guys up, just pretty much the young guns out there, and then just keep it going as well. So like even with Pete Alonso, even with a pickup like Ryan Helsley and Taylor Ward, Chris Bassett too, but also Samuel Basallo too. I really love that prospect. I don't know if he made it. He's on the roster, right? Samuel Basallo from the Orioles. Yeah. So I think he's going to be Alonso's going to be a great mentor to him. Even with other players too, they're going to, he's going to lead the charge to, and again, with the AL East, we can pretty much dive deep into that as well. But with these sleeper teams, it's like a lot of these, like you guys said, a lot of these small market teams, they made their moves, and I think they're hungry. They just want to win. They don't want to just stay mediocre all the time. But I think I definitely want to see the Pirates, the A's, and KC do well this season too. It's just, I always love the fact that there's always competition. I never really want to see like the lone horse, like just like this one team. Obviously there is one team. They're always going to have a killer record and they're just going to kill the division. But I always want to see competition. It's always exciting, always makes things interesting, never boring. So
Michael, Bip, or Johnny next?
Yeah. So I'm just going to agree with everyone they already mentioned already. Some of these smaller market teams, I feel like they're heading in the right direction. How well they're going to do, I don't want to say, but I do. It's definitely something they're going to build off in the next couple of seasons. And I feel like this is the season where you're going to start seeing, that big improvement. I'm going to say for the Orioles, basically what Chef Nick said, they made some great moves in the offseason. They should have been a decent team last season, but fortunately, a series of fortunate events, they didn't pan out to what it should have been. So I feel like this is going to be the season where they're going to be, kind of an issue for the rest of the teams in AL East. Especially being a Yankee fan, I'm not looking forward to that. But you know what? Good for the Orioles. They deserve it. It's been a while since you started seeing them doing really good baseball. And then with the National League, like I mentioned earlier, I'm feeling really good about the Pirates. They're heading in the right direction, especially with, Paul Skeens, maybe not being there for many more seasons. He's definitely going to get offered a lot of money. He's going to probably go elsewhere. He deserves it. So I feel like they have a certain window to make that happen. So that's what I'm going with.
Nice.
I think I mostly agree with the Pirates and the Marlins, and for the same reasons that our friend had said. So I'll ditto that.
Well, let me be the big brother that smacks everybody in the room. One team that's going to continue to dominate, and they're out west here in Hollywood, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things, guys, where what talent looks like, you have the money to get it, and you go out and get it. That's not a surprise. But a surprise team that I look at when I think about who has been on the verge or the precipice of climbing that mountain, and it's the Athletics. When I look at what they've done and how they put that team together, from the catcher, the Langolier, to the shortstop with Wilson, to the outfield where you have Butler and you have Denzel Washington and you have guys out there who can really swing the bat. You got anchors at third and you have anchor at first. These guys are tremendous, man. They can swing the bat. The thing that I'm a little concerned about is the starting pitching, because in the end, in the bullpen, you don't have Mason Miller this year. He's over with the Padres now, and it's probably the best closer in baseball. So they have all the ingredients as they continue to play in Sacramento and look forward to getting to Vegas in 2028. They put together, and they've signed them all. So they're all in position to be Athletics, where in the past, they would have been traded to the Yankees by now. Of course, all the good players would be in New York. But they're Sacramento. I keep saying Oakland because I'm from Oakland. And, he just left us with a broken heart. And I was boycotting them all last year. But this year, I'm going to sit back and watch these young kids play some good baseball. So they're my number one surprise team. My number two surprise team is probably a team that we've already mentioned, and that's probably the Baltimore Orioles. These guys really play good baseball, understand how to play good baseball. They have young leadership, guys who are very athletic, guys who are really serious about, and they actually have that East Coast mentality. There's like different mentalities. You got the East Coast mentality, and you guys in New York, you guys yell at all of us who used to play, call us bad names, and you talk about us really bad. And then on the West Coast, we just say, hello, guys. Hey, good luck out there. We wish you the best. But in New York, places like that, back east, you don't say that. You give us the one finger salute a lot. I've had that. Yeah. You guys are very, very emotional.
Sorry.
And I just think that, again, it's going to be tough in the East because you do have Toronto and you have the Yankees always fight for position, beating each other while other teams sit back there in the drift and just continue to run with you guys. But those are my teams, I think. But I do like Pittsburgh. I like Skeens. I like what they started doing at the end of last year. They started winning some games. They started showing they have talent that they can compete. But again, guys, just to smack the room across the chin, The Dodgers are going to continue to dominate. It's just part of how they roll because, again, they can identify talent. They can go out and purchase the talent, and the talent plays together. That's the big thing. You play together as a team. They've shown again. They were down to their last out last year in that World Series.
Yeah.
In some type of way, guys came up with big hits after big hits, big defensive play after big defensive play, and made the pitch when it counted. So I just, it's not a surprise, but we haven't had a three-peat in a long time, guys.
It's true. Yeah.
Michael?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my guns with the Mariners. That's my sleeper. It's not really a sleeper, but I think Dan Wilson's going to figure it out. I think he's going to get them through this year. I think it'll be Mariners Dodgers. I think it'll be an exciting series, but at the same time, don't get me wrong, I love what the Pirates are doing. I love, even, being a former member of the coaching staff of the Washington Nationals, I still keep up with what they're doing. I like what they're doing from a front office standpoint. I love the youth they're bringing to the mix. I love, a lot of the things that they're doing from a strategy team perspective. I know one name to look out for, not to put pressure on this young man, but I do believe in this guy. His name is Kurt Zwald. He left the Red Sox to go to the Seattle Mariners, and he joined their strategy team, and I think he's going to play a huge role in the success this year. And so I'm going to be keeping a particular close eye to how the Mariners do in close competition with the West Coast out there, and I'm pulling for them with that guy being one of the key central figure points that I think could make a difference there for those guys. Not to mention, a couple guys that they've signed. I think they've got a couple good minor league signs. Jackson Reitz, I think, is going to be a great addition to Cal Raleigh as a unit behind the plate. I think you'll see a nice tandem between those two, and I think Dumper's got something to prove after not catching in the World Classic. I think he's going to be pretty hot. I think he's got something to prove, and I think we might even see a better year than last year. Something exciting to see, something we never saw last year happen. And I'm excited to see how he bounces back, and let's hope he can do it again.
Yeah. I'll give you my surprise teams later, but I want to give Paul here the floor for a little bit because his career is remarkable, obviously being an actor, and he acted in the HBO movie 61 as Yogi Berra, and also he has a show out there called Gravesend. Season 3 is coming out pretty soon here on Prime Video. So, Paul, I'm going to give you the floor here. I want you to tell the panel about this amazing journey you had so far getting to play Yogi Berra in the movie 61 on HBO, and talk about that a little bit. Also, I want to promote this Gravesend show really a lot because season 3 is coming out too soon. You said.
Well, sure. I mean, I'd be happy to do that, but I don't want to detract from this great conversation you guys are having about the upcoming season. So, but to start with baseball, I did play Yogi Berra in the HBO movie 61, which is about the Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle home run race, and I'm the only actor to have ever played Yogi as a player, and it was just a great experience. I don't know how many of you have seen the movie, but it was, Billy Crystal directed it, and it was very authentic, and you had 12 Emmy nominations, won several, and the best part of it was getting to meet and get to know Yogi, and as we know, Yogi played righty but hit lefty. So I had played baseball when I was younger, but I had never hit lefty. So he helped me to learn how to switch hit. But the irony there is that we all went to baseball training camp, and I learned how to switch hit and spent a lot of time training as a catcher. And then you watch the whole movie, and you never see any other Yankee get up to bat but Mantle and Maris. Because it was really about them. And the other funny thing was, I trained again as a catcher, and the first time we got there, we played. You guys are talking about that. You talk about that you're from Oakland, so we played at the old Oakland Raiders stadium for some of the movie, and we were at a night game at Tiger Stadium because we also played at the old Tiger Stadium before they tore it down, and it was the first time we're really going to be on the field while they were filming. And Billy Crystal came up to me and says, "I got good news and I got bad news," and I says, "Well, what's the good news?" And he says, "Well, actually, it's both aren't such good news." I go, "What?" He goes, "Well, we did a little more research, and in 1961, Elton Howard took over at the plate, for Yogi. And I says, well, what else is it? He goes, you're going out to left field. And I said, left field? I said, I didn't shag one fly ball throughout, in years. Now we're with the lights. I've never, played like that. And he goes, and here's the worst news. And then he hands me this little glove, that I guess they used in it looked like a glove you'd wear to go shovel your driveway. And so I had to go out into left field, and there's hundreds of, extras that were supposed to be fans. And, I'm like running in too far, and the ball's over. We were just warming up to look like players, and they're like, yeah, calling me Yogi. And I was like, I'm just an actor. I'm not really Yogi, but it was just a great summer. It was like probably the best summer of my life, because we worked the whole summer on that movie, and it was a lot of fun. And, it was wonderful to play as an Italian-American, to play an Italian-American baseball icon like Yogi Berra. But I played a lot of mob roles, as a lot of, people know, and cop roles. But right now I'm in a series called Gravesend. It's on Amazon Prime. But I play the FBI agent. I'm not the mob guy. I'm the guy going after the mob, trying to take them down. But so season 3 is coming up. We finished filming. It's just about to get released on Amazon Prime. And so if you guys tune in, you'll see me as FBI agent Chris Morano, and trying to take the mob down in the 80s. It all takes place in the 80s. I mean, that's all I'll say about myself and my career. I really want to let you guys talk about what this show is about tonight. So thanks for listening, though. I appreciate you giving me the floor for a few minutes.
No problem, because like I said, you're a legendary actor, and for you to be able to play Yogi Berra 61 on HBO, it's truly remarkable. And then obviously for them to let you to do that, and obviously Yogi Berra's career speaks for itself, and serving in the military too, and it's amazing for you to get the opportunity to be in that movie. And whoever's in the chat, please go check out Gravesend on Amazon Prime. That's season 3 is coming out, so keep an eye on that. So I'll give you my surprise teams here. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's like the theme of the night, because Paul Skeens, the headliner of the team, and they have a great young pitching staff coming up too. So I like their pitching staff, and they made some underrated moves this year with the lineup, improving the lineup. Obviously, they got Marcell Ozuna, and they added on to the lineup. So I feel like that's one team in the NL that can potentially make noise. And Bip, I got your Sacramento A's as a second team. I think this team is built for a dynasty. I wouldn't say dynasty yet, but I think they're getting there. I love the way they're building their team, though, signing them to contract extensions. They're young players that they believe in, just like what the Red Sox are doing. So Sacramento A's, they're building right for the future when they move to Las Vegas at some point. So keep an eye on the Sacramento A's. And I got my third team is the Kansas City Royals. I think Kansas City Royals has something special brewing there. Obviously, they got Salvador Perez as the veteran player, the longest tenured Royal. But to be honest, I think they're building something special there with the young talent, and I really like their team. So I think that's another team that could, if everything goes right, I think that team could make some noise. But the division they're in, it's weak. You got the White Sox, Guardians, and also you never know who's going to win that division every year. So keep an eye on the Royals. I think they got something special brewing there. So those are my 3 teams: the Pirates, Royals, and then the Sacramento A's. I think the A's their lineup could potentially be, if they stay healthy, and if it, like a top. I'm gonna put them top 5, top 6 lineup for sure.
Let me help you out a little bit. They aren't the Sacramento A's. They're the Athletics.
There you go.
And when they get to Vegas, someone has already purchased the name of A's and Athletics.
Oh.
So it's probably going to be a totally different name when they get to Las Vegas 2028.
That's interesting.
Which is a shame, because it's been the A's. I mean, ever. How? What are we going to call them? The Las Vegas Strips?
No.
Or Las Vegas casino. What is it? The casinos? I don't know.
Look what they did with football. Well, the name changing. I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't get the trademark, right? Because it's too generic. Las Vegas athletics. It's anything could be athletics. Any facility, you got athletics.
Yeah.
That's
And let me just add this. Let me just say this real quick. Somebody put it here, Bip. If you weren't good enough, we wouldn't give you the one finger salute. See, that's a Yankee fan.
He's definitely a Yankee fan, Billo.
And I'm gonna pick out who wrote that, but I already know one of you did.
Just call his name out.
That's funny.
Which one was worse? Would you say Yankee Stadium had the crazier fan comments, or would you say Boston was a bit worse?
I would say Yankee Stadium only because in Boston I had no issues, honestly. Wow. I remember just in the playoffs when I was with Cleveland, and there was a foul ball, and I wanted to throw it into the stands. But when I looked up there, I thought I was looking at literally the Bronx Zoo, because there was one guy yelling and screaming and acting a fool and was steady cussing me out and throwing up that finger, and everybody around him was doing the same. So I just threw the ball back to the ball boy and said, "Hey man, you deal with that. I can't deal with it."
Well, Billo brought up so there's no they cannot get the Aces because the WNBA team already has the Las Vegas Aces, so that's out of the question.
You know, I'd call them the Las Vegas Stars. Honestly.
Stars.
That's what I would call them, the Las Vegas Stars.
Yeah.
Well, Nashville might be using the Stars name, right?
Oh,
the Nashville team,
that one, Billy. You got me.
The old Negro League team, I believe, and they have that company already, I think, set where they're trying to attract that team to Nashville in the next couple of years. So
that's right. It was
a
star.
We'll see.
Yeah, it was. Dave Stewart had a group, and they were trying to bring that team there. And I don't know if I don't think he has that group anymore. He left that group.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I think he was trying to buy the Minnesota Twins.
Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Should be exciting though with the expansion too. Once they get the A's situation figured out, and even Tampa, I think that's a little bit more settled now with the ownership group that they have. I mean, they might even rebuild a stadium in Tampa itself instead of St. Pete.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
They're going to keep their team. I mean, I was hoping that Fisher had sold the team and sold it to the Warriors owners, and he would have kept it in Oakland. But we're down the road now. The can has been kicked, and it's been kicked really, really far away from Oakland. So, again, I'll root from afar. I love the game of baseball. I really love. I always wanted to wear the pinstripes. So when I'm looking down at the right, looking at Paul down there, I'm like, man, tell us about that, bro. You might want to send me that. Sign it to send me that jersey, man.
It's got a number 8 on the back of it. It was a gift.
Yeah, that's perfect to go right up in my collection. Turn it around, put the name up. I'll put a couple $100 on something and make sure that it looks really nice.
Was there ever an opportunity where you could have gone to play for the Yankees, or was there ever any discussion?
97, it was between the Yankees and Cleveland.
Wow.
And ended up going to Cleveland, ended up winning the wild card, and then beating the Yankees in the first round.
Wow.
So, Joe Torre was there. He was upset. He's my buddy. Yeah, it's my guy.
Yeah, that's great.
So who? So I don't get this wrong. Who are the potential 2 expansion teams for the for baseball?
They were talking about Nashville a lot. They were talking about Salt Lake City.
Oregon. Oregon was in there somewhere.
That was another one.
Yeah.
Is it Oregon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But it's not for sure yet. We have to make sure we can get through this year and get this collective bargaining agreement situated. And it's going to be, guys, I'm telling you, I've been through them. It's just going to be a war.
Yeah.
It's going to be a war because as soon as the owner side mentions salary cap, the players stop listening.
Oh, Lord.
So, I always thought that if you had a reliable source, like we have fans who are reliable sources, and you have so many smart people who understand the game, when you're in a negotiating room, why not have the player side, the owner side, and the fan side, right? Yep. Without the fans, you have no game. So the fans are really important. So why not listen to someone who can make sense while you're in there just bickering and battering over billions of dollars? What about somebody who's spending their hard-earned money and coming and supporting your product? Wouldn't you want to hear from them?
Absolutely.
So we've never had fans or a fan in particular in those meetings to really understand what is actually going on. I think it would be time for that. I mean, things change, times have changed. We're in 2026. We need to continue to, with time, change along with it. But baseball is one of those games that doesn't seem like it wants to change. Yeah, we've had some rule changes, but behind the scenes, it's kind of still the same. It's a tough challenge, guys.
It's a very traditional game, I think.
Yeah.
That's with so much history. I think that's why it's so hard to make changes.
Yeah. So I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but that's what I've been talking with some guys, and that seems to be what I'm hearing now. And then when you have a Players Association leader fall like Tony Clark fell, it really throws a wrench into the situation, because the guy that's replaced him now, the owners really don't care for. So it's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight. New York Yankee Mania. I see you up there. It's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight, but hopefully, cooler heads will prevail and we continue to move forward after this season.
Well, first of all, I feel like we're the Brady Bunch. This is awesome. This way, that way, and everywhere. It's awesome. First of all, guys, of course, the panel, Chef Nick and NITHIN and Evan and Johnny Salami, thanks so much for this. But guys, the stars here are just unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Pip Roberts, thank you so much for returning. Michael Barrett, thank you so much for returning. It means the world to me. And of course, there's Billy the Goat. Thank you so much for coming. You look like a younger version of Brian Cashman. and then my main guy right here, Mr. Daliano. How you doing, Paul? Thank you so much for coming on. I've been waiting for you to come on, and there are some questions strictly for you, for everybody, but strictly for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. This is from Teresa, and she says she loves you on the screen. She can't wait for the new season, and she asks, "What part Italian are you?"
Oh dear.
What part Italian are me? Pretty much all of me.
Oh, you know what I mean. You know what you mean. Come on.
I'm half from my father's side Sicilian, and from my mother's side Barese. So from Sicily.
That's it. I'm Sicilian. Teresa says she's Barese, and you're both. That's awesome. Oh man, that's great.
Yep.
She says thank you for telling me, because she's a big fan of yours.
Happy to answer.
And she can't wait. Then we have let's see, we have Lisa. Paul, is it going to be a really? I do everything I can to watch every week, and I watch the reruns. I love the show. Any little tidbit that you can give us on the show at all?
This is about Gravesend, I imagine.
Yes, Gravesend.
Well, there's a lot of heat between my character as the FBI agent and Gaetano, who I've been trying to turn since season one, as an informant, and it gets a little crazy, and there's stuff that's going to happen that you could have never imagined. But William DeMeo, who's the creator of the show, and the writer, really wrote some great stuff for us as actors, and we have a lot of new cast members. Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq's on the show.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, so,
let's go.
Yeah,
plays a fun character. He's great too. He's a good actor. You're gonna be surprised when you guys see Shaq on season 3, and it's just a really great cast. Chaz Palminteri.
love him. Love him.
So it'll be a fun new season. It'll be a much improved show, I think. And it's all set in the 1980s. So there's a lot of great music, and visually, brings us all back nostalgically to the 80s. So I hope the fans enjoy the season.
It was if I'm not mistaken, was it Shaq's first acting big gig? Was the Kazam movie?
I think that was his first. Yeah. But he's done some, others. Now he's all over the place.
Yeah, he
shows up in everything, commercials, this and that. But he's a real personable guy. I had never met him before, and I just couldn't believe how generous he was with people and taking the time out to talk with people and kids and sign autographs and take selfies with people. Wow. So he added a lot to the show, because it's a very Italian
Yeah.
show, of course, being a show about the mob in the 80s. So William DeMeo brought in this, different elements, the African American culture, the black culture from those days, and Shaq came in and was playing one of the main characters from there. So it's added, different layers to the story instead of being, the same old, same old. We've all seen so many mob movies now, and it's at some point it's like, what else can you do to make it different, right? The masterpieces have already been made. The Godfathers have been made. The Goodfellas have been made. The Casinos have been made. The Sopranos have been made. What could you do to match up to that? So we're striving to do something that's gonna. We're not claiming to be the Sopranos or anything like that, but it's a fun show, and I think people will enjoy season 3.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that, Paul. I'm writing it
Yeah,
down.
we really.
I hope you do. I hope you do.
Oh, hey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate the support.
So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Good.
What
Yeah,
else
Biff,
can I
let's
tell you?
ask you, what are your thoughts on your former team, the Cincinnati Reds? Do you think they can make a lot of noise this year?
Well, Cincinnati is a team that I guess you would call mid-market.
Yeah.
And they're always trying to put together a team based on what a player has done in the past. I've yet to see them really start collecting a bunch of young guys and trying to get them in position to be the future. Like what the A's did with signing all their young players to multi-year contracts. Sort of how the when they were the Cleveland Indians, that's how they used to do things. So what I'm waiting to see is that you now have a standout. I know Ellie is just outstanding at shortstop. What a tremendous athlete. And he just reminds me of Eric Davis that plays shortstop, the things that he can do and how he can take over a game. So if he could stay in Cincinnati, continue to play every day, and kind of take the team on his shoulders with, sparking the offense and making a great play on defense when needed. Being strong up the middle is one of the things that makes your team great. You can be strong at catcher, second base, shortstop, and center field. You have the nucleus to be great because most of the balls are hit up the middle. And when you have to make a play, you have to make a play, especially in the big leagues. You can't give away outs. You can't give a team extra outs. And so I think with Ellie and these guys, they just have to turn a double play, make the plays when they have to. Again, they're playing on turf, and turf is a lot quicker than natural grass at times. And I just think that they have some young talent. I like to see them continue to add to that nucleus and then sign them to long-term deals, which means they now know they're going to be in Cincinnati, that they can now really start to understand what the other guy can do. Because you're only as good as your teammates. I used to always say that when I was in Cincinnati and playing with Barry Larkin and those guys, Chris Sable and Paul O'Neill. And my job was just to get on base. Now, when they knock me in and I score, that's a team run, even though I scored the run. And it just makes us better when everybody does their job. So I think with the Reds being young, they're still trying to figure out what their job is.
Yeah.
And it's difficult in the big leagues because you play every day and you play against quality talent every day. And it's very difficult to succeed every day. It's a game based on failure. How you handle the failures is how you get your success. So I think that with the Reds, again, bringing guys in and trading guys out, and you're thinking like, I thought they were going to keep him, but they don't keep him, and he's gone, and now there's a new guy there. It's different to add new fabric to a blanket, because that old fabric is still there, and then you add the new fabric. It's just not the same blanket. Yeah. So I'm just thinking that now that they have some ownership, or they have guys in place in the front office, you can now start to identify in your organization the guys that should come up and get that experience. Because that's what happens when you all of a sudden you have a team like the Royals, you have a team like the Athletics, you have a team like Baltimore. These guys come out of the minor leagues, and then they add a couple stars to it that are veteran guys, and then they start to take off. So I think that until we start seeing the fruits of the minor leagues, we're going to have a team that's 50-50 or 40-60. We're not going to have that team that once was the big red machine, or in the 90s were able to knock off the Athletics and win World Series, or even later in the 90s win 90 to 100 games. Yeah. So until we see that, I'm not sold on what the Reds are doing.
Wow, yeah, that's because I thought Kyle Schwarber, that was the only player they were going for, I think, this all season because he's from there, and I think they put an effort for Kyle Schwarber, but unfortunately, obviously, he went back to Philly. So
Yeah, and he
Guys,
went back for a reason.
we have a. I'm sorry, Biff, but we have a question for Michael Barrett from Robin Nicole. And they said, Michael, how you doing? We followed you quite a bit, and we have the question we have for you is, what do you think about? Tell us about the end of the year when you just played a full year, let's say, of catching. How do you get through that? How does that all? I mean, how do you feel? And how does a catcher who, regardless if they play every day or part time, how do you get through the year? I mean, it's got to be unbelievable.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was actually thinking about that today because I was like thinking about how bad my hips hurt walking around trying to keep up with my kids. But I was thinking like how lucky the catchers are today that they're getting to catch from a knee.
yeah,
Like we didn't get to do that. We didn't have that luxury. We had we had managers and coaches that had expectations of us being in a good secondary position to be able to block the ball, throw guys out, do all those things. I watch catchers now, and the managers and coaches expect them to catch from a knee, and I think, gosh, how amazing would that be? In addition to that, like I think when I watch games, even watching Venezuela in the World Classic, I'm not so sure about the United States team. I couldn't tell if they were calling pitches from the press box, but it looked like every pitch was nearly called. And I'm thinking how much less stress is involved for the catchers to be back there and to have other people calling the game for you. How nice would that be? Like I was like thinking like, man, I would be able to actually walk away from the season without being banged up mentally or physically. This day and age, it seems it would appear. But I know, back in the day, not that long ago, I shouldn't sound like, oh, like I played Yogi Bear in '61. Just totally kidding. But it's like I think the expectations, like even then, it's like it's evolved to where there's more efficiency to where catchers can, repeat, seasons. That's why I'm excited for Cal. To my point, what I was saying, if there's ever been a catcher that could repeat seasons and have 60 home runs back to back, it would be Cal Raleigh, based off of how efficient he was able to be by catching from a knee. So to answer her, like there were seasons where I didn't think I would ever catch again, just being banged up by the end of the season. But I think this day and age, yes, the catchers still get banged up a little bit, but being able to catch from a knee with runners on base, even when there's runners on base at third, I don't think they're getting banged up as bad. I don't know, Bip. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts on that, but I got to believe that their bodies are a lot less broken down than ours, and the expectation is just completely different. But I think also back to what I was saying, like for Cal and for the game of baseball, if Cal's able to repeat and have another 60 home run season because he catches from a knee, that could be exciting. It could be something great. No different than the Dodgers, a three-peater. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could see something like that in our lifetime? Catchers being more offensive based off of the efficiency that they're able to do when they're behind the plate catching. I think not to get away from her question, but hopefully that helps her enlightens her with what's going on in baseball today. But back in the day, yeah, there were years where I didn't know if I'd ever walk again. It was just a long season, and there was back in the day we took pride in catching 100+ games. Catchers, I don't know how much pride they take in catching 100+ games these days. But I know, like one thing, it was Jason Kendall was a great catcher, probably one of the most underrated catchers in time, in my time. And that guy was 100+ innings, or I mean 100+ games every year. And for a young guy like me, I was just trying to keep up with that guy. That was the guy you wanted to keep up with and try to beat. And I think one year he might have even caught 160 games. And I mean, who's doing that now? And he would tell you that, yeah, he was probably pretty banged up by the end of the season and got back up and did it again, all over again, to his credit. And, we don't see guys like that anymore. But the guys catching from knees, hopefully they don't take it for granted, and they take advantage of the opportunity that what it might mean to be able to be more efficient from a knee. And Salvador Perez, God bless him, watching him play, that had to be just so awesome for him at his age to be able to catch for Venezuela and win that was just a lot of fun for me to watch him and at his age be able to perform the way it is. And I hope he has a great season this year and proves to people that you can still be a great catcher later on in life.
Michael, can I add just a little something? I salute you guys.
And I'll tell you, and I'll tell you, you guys are too young on the stage here, but I don't know if anybody saw Thurman Munson here in New York. But you want to talk about, nicks and crannies. The guy never went on the disabled list, which is unheard of, totally unheard of. And he was an inspiration to everybody. So everybody that had a nick and cranny, it was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm on one leg and he's playing. He never wanted to come out of the I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of times, and he was just he was really banged up. I never saw anything like that. I was like, although I didn't have the guts to ask him how you do it, but I was a young lad at the time. But I can tell you, what an inspiration. So all catches, you guys, to me, you have the toughest job. Not only you have to learn a pitching staff, you got to learn all the signs. You got to hit. You got to. I mean, kudos to you. God bless you all the catchers, because they don't get the credit that they deserve.
That's right.
And I'm telling you right now, everyone, go look at some footage. They are the meat and potatoes. The pitchers, yes, I grant them, and I understand, and the hitters, of course, but the catchers take the beating, and you don't realize. You say, "Oh, we got a fast catcher." Yeah, he's 22 years old, but his body is going to be 33. Not that it's old, but it's going to be 33 at the end of the season, and people don't understand this. And why isn't this guy hitting? Or why is it? Well, what do you want the guy to do? He's been banged up every 5 minutes. So, give him a break. And, so kudos to you, Michael, and to everybody that is a catcher. Same thing with you, Bip. It's a real tough grind. It really is. And anytime I have a chance to, talk to guys like you, it's fantastic. And as far as Paul's concerned, what you do is amazing. You're everything, wherever you go is amazing. We're very proud to say that you're Italian, and coming from all of this, and I just want to thank all of you, and of course Billy boy, my Brian Cashman of the team. I really believe, thank you, again, for your journey, and each and every one of you, from the bottom of my heart, you're YankeeMania family now, guys. And anything we can do to help, whatever, if you have something to promote, if you have something you want to talk about, all you got to do is come on, and you're part of this wonderful family, as we call YankeeMania. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And God bless you, all your families.
Well, Billy, if you want to promote your books, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, sure. I have 5 children's books out there. A lot of them are designed to help out the younger kids out there. We have so many younger players who are quitting the game at such a young age, and there's so many values that are important for young children to know, whether it's just treating your teammates well, treating your friends well, being kind, having confidence, and all that kind of stuff. And that's what I have been focusing a lot of time on, going to schools and talking to the kids and inspiring them. And then for the older kids, more of the middle school and high schoolers, there's a leadership guide that I have, and that's really similar but more designed for the older kids. And similar thing too, a lot of kids, they try to fit in with everyone else. They see what everyone else is doing. They really just want to, just get through school, get through whatever they're doing, and not really put extra effort in. But in reality, if you want to make it big and do well in life, you have to put in extra effort, not just what is, just the bare minimum. And some kids, they don't see that. So that's really what I try to do is support them, try to encourage them. And Billy the Bat Boy is the name of the children's books. So that's a lot of what I've been working on. But thank you guys for having us. It was a pleasure to join you guys. Absolutely.
I love that, Billy. I love that, man. That's a great attitude towards your books. I 100% right behind you on that. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. No, we see a lot of it, man. I think nowadays too, a lot of kids bring each other down. They don't really. They're so sometimes they're selfish in a way. They care about their own stats, whatever they're doing on the field, or you need to have more of the kinds of attitudes where you're bringing each other up, you're lifting each other up, you have good attitudes. Your teammates are people who you want to encourage, not tear down. I've seen the good sides of it and the bad sides of it. I worked with professional athletes for over a decade in indie ball and minor leagues and major leaguers, I know, and that's not how they treat people. And unfortunately, at the younger levels, we see quite a bit of that. So just trying to help them out as they get older.
Hey guys, I also have an important statement I want to make. I want to wish, and all of us to wish, a happy World Down Syndrome Day. That is today, and NYMania cares. We all care about each and every one of them, and we love you guys. So kudos to all of you, and I hope you have a really, really happy and healthy day. Just wanted to
they deserve all the love like us. Actually, I'll tell you, when I used to when my brother and we used to do karate back in the day, Taekwondo. So every week we used to help the special needs care, the kids with Down syndrome learn the techniques of karate. So that was the best part of our thing, was helping them be part of the karate class and taking it with them and helping them try to succeed each move in karate. So that was the best part of it. So everybody, whoever's in the chat, whoever has an opportunity to help out kids with Down syndrome or anybody with Down syndrome, please do, because they're equal as us, and they're amazing people, such inspirations, and obviously, even though they're different, but they're the same as us, and we got to promote them well, because they deserve all the love for sure.
Yes, 100%. So God bless them, and God bless everyone. So, Nithin, did you have a question you wanted to ask?
No, I'm just glad that we can help out to bring on Billy, Michael, Bip, and Paul today. They're it's amazing and what they do, and I'm glad that we were able to bring them on for you guys and make this panel possible. And they're more than welcome to come back. Obviously, they're part of the family, and obviously we got baseball season coming up. Man, I can't wait, Wednesday. And guys, like I said, whoever's in the chat, please go check out Gravesend. Season 3 coming out soon, and can't wait for that.
Is there a date, Paul? Is there a date for that yet?
They haven't given me a date set yet, and they haven't scheduled or invited us to the premiere yet, where they show the first 3 episodes. So it's coming soon. They're telling me within the next couple of months.
Okay.
Because there are people that can't wait, and now I'm one of them, because now I can't wait now. So I just what I need, something else to watch with the Yankees 162 games plus the playoffs and the World Series. So just what I need. We're definitely looking forward to it. And now I just realized, Billy, not only is it Brian Cashman, it's also Greg Counsell.
Greg Counsell.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
You are the man.
Oh man, I don't know. Front office. I don't know if I could do the front office. I don't know. It's too cutthroat for me. I like creating relationships with the guys. I feel like it's a pretty rough business, and it's a lot of cutthroat stuff happening. So that's the tough part about it. But it's all good stuff though. Being involved with the game.
There's another question again from Teresa for Paul, and she asked, Paul, did you ever do any soap operas and daytime soaps?
Yeah, That's how I got my Screen Actors Guild card, my SAG card, years and years ago. I was on As the World Turns, and
Yes.
I actually played. It was just for a few episodes, and I played a nondescript Middle Eastern terrorist. Believe it or not.
Yes.
With an
I
accent.
remember that.
It's great. Really, you do?
Yes, because
Wow, Joe.
I tell you a funny story. Well, first of all, coming home from school every day, my mom always, As the World Turns, Search for Tomorrow, all of the Bold and the Beautiful, all of that. But then with my grandmother and all that. But I went to go bring tape to Geraldo Rivera one day, and the studio was right next to him. So, I just happened to turn around and I went, oh, there's Dr. Bob Hughes. And he turned around. He says, you know me? I said, of course I know you. I see you every day at 12:30 while I'm eating peanut butter and jelly. And he goes, so one thing led to another. He says, come on down. I says, oh my God, so I met Lisa, I met Bob, I met Maureen, Dr. John Dixon, I met them all, and it was like, so they put me on the stage as a bartender. So that was around like 1988, something like that. So that was my class. I loved As the World Turns. Absolutely. Now we do an update and spoilers on The Young and the Restless.
Oh, really? Yeah, the soaps were very big back then. Remember the big craze with General Hospital with the Luke and Laura things?
Luke and
People
Laura
were crazy for that back then. I don't know, but that's I don't know who this Teresa is that's asking questions. Is it the Teresa that has her own podcast? Tea Time, I'm wondering. I don't have a plant out there asking questions to me, guys. I just want you to know.
Yeah, no, Teresa, I'm telling you, because her kids were going to school at the time, so they were watching As the World Turns and all of that. But they're still very popular. The Young and Restless is just amazing, on the air and everything. So, they're going strong with Days of Our Lives and all of that. So. It's very cool, but you let us know if you get back on those soaps, please, because I will for sure. we want to hear about that.
What about Designing Women? Designing Women with Delta Burke. Remember that? That wasn't a soap opera. I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah, that's it. That's all I know.
Hey,
everybody,
real quick, Michael Barry had to run, so he said thank you for the show. So.
No problem.
Take care, Michael. God bless you and your family. But
I wanted to give him his flowers.
Oh,
I wanted to give Michael his flowers
some sound.
Because, as a catcher, man. Well, go ahead. Yeah, I was just saying.
I was just going to say, with your voice, you could do anything. Bip, that voice is unbelievable. Your announcing skills are just incredible. I've got to hear you do a game. You've got to come on with us. I want to hear you do this game because I think you'll blow everybody's mind.
Well, let's have some fun. I like to have fun, even though I'm an older guy now. I got some grades and all that good stuff, but we still like to have fun. Isn't that right, Paul? Hey, we don't discriminate against
You're
fun.
young, man.
Yeah, I'm in my 60s, but I still like to have a great time. I was trying to give Michael his flowers before he left because as a catcher, they are really the most important guy on that field. I always feel like when I have my catcher on the field, we're going to win. When I have my second string catcher there's a little bit of queasiness as to, is he going to call the game the same way the number one guy calls?
I lost most of the sound. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
And then, when it comes to taking a beating, the one thing they don't have to worry about anymore is us running them over. It's a rule now that you can't touch the catcher when you're coming and slide into home plate. They give you an avenue, you take the avenue and you slide across the plate. In our day, we had guys like Mike Scioscia blocking the plate. And so the only way through Mike Scioscia was through the top of his head. That's how we went through him.
Wow.
We made sure that he had a headache after blocking the plate.
Love that.
That's how you had to play back then. It was hard ball. It was hard ball. It wasn't these easy rules now where at second base you can't touch the shortstop or the second baseman coming across the bag. That's why when you look at baseball cards now, the runner's nowhere near the infielder. But when you look at our baseball cards, we're jumping over the runner.
Yes, you're right.
You see, we're jumping over the runner because it was always throw and jump, throw and jump. That was what was in our brain, throw and jump. And then at the plate, if he's blocking the plate, run through the top part of him. The top part of him. Don't try to take him on in his body because you will get hurt. But if you run through the top part of him, he gets a headache and he starts to think about the next time you're coming towards home plate. He's going to get out your way. So Michael Barrett and those guys, they took the brunt of that. They were getting crushed at the plate. And so, that's why there was days he probably couldn't play, couldn't get out of bed, didn't want to get out of bed, So I have to give him his props because catchers are tough. They're the toughest player.
No, they are. They are. Well, all ball players, everybody, actors, actresses, everybody. I mean, it's a long journey. Hey, listen, for a 1 minute scene, could be 3 days. I mean, it's incredible, but you go through it, and kudos to each and every one of you because I mean, it's just amazing. It really is. And
I always wanted to act. Paul, can you get me on the show? Let me come in and I could just play a guy out there sweeping the floor. So I didn't see it. I didn't see him do anything. I didn't see it. No, I'm never a snitch. I didn't see it.
I don't know if he can hear you. I think he's having some audio problems.
Yeah.
I can hear you now. All of a sudden now you're back in.
He wants you to put him in the movie.
Oh, who's that? I missed that.
Oh, Bip, you got to say it again. That was awesome.
Oh, I was saying,
hey, I'm not hearing everybody. Like,
can you hear me?
I was for the whole first hour, and now like people are cutting out. I don't know why. I'm in the same place.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Really hear.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can't hear me. Yeah, technology is just unbelievable.
I can hear you saying but I just can't hear whoever else is speaking.
You can hear me? I guess not. No.
Yeah.
Can you hear Evan? Evan, do you hear everything?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. I only hear you saying, Kevin, do you hear everything? I hear no one else.
He hears Joe.
Everybody always hears me. Thank God. I'll tell you.
Or on the show, tell him to give him my number, reach out to me. I'll try to get him on.
There you go. Okay.
Now wait a minute. What do we chop liver? No, just
whoever. I said whoever said it.
I said.
Oh yeah, Bip said it.
Robert said it. Yeah.
And then of course you have the what do you call Brian Cashman's lookalike right over there. So he's got to go on Yes. You have to go on Yes. And this is Brian Cashman younger. I mean, come on.
No, I appreciate it.
No,
you never know.
It really has been. It's been awesome.
No, it was great.
But guys, I mean, we really appreciate the time and all of that. And Paul, as we do get closer to the everything that's going on Prime, we'd love to have you back on again.
I'd love to come back.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was going to be in such great company. I didn't realize I was going to be in such great company. I'm honored to have been on this episode with all you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we are really looking forward to all the episodes. And like I said, come back and we'll have a journey with it. And so you're going to come back with that. Bip is going to come back and do play-by-play with us, right, Bip?
Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how it's done.
That would be a lot of fun. That really would. So, hey guys, you have some final words? Because we don't want to keep you too long. It is a Sunday night, so tomorrow's, I guess, a big day of work and all that for everyone. But any final words? Paul, do you have anything again you want to promote, you want to say? Go ahead, please.
I wanted to say earlier, again, I'm only hearing you and no one else, but I just kudos to the catchers out there that, you guys were talking before about playing catcher and about other catchers because, I haven't played Yogi Berra. I'll just say they sent us to, training camp and tough position. I remember the first thing they had me do was put a 2x4, going this way underneath and having to get on the balls of my feet and squat like that and train being able to catch like that. And let me tell you, that was hard on the legs like I could never imagine. So really, I just want to say kudos about the catchers and having had to play before not being able to go down on one knee. So God bless them all, including Yogi.
Oh yeah. I do have a statement from NITHIN. He just said, guys, sorry, but he has the team meeting as he's the producer of Jobber and the Mouth Show. So they have a pretty something going on there. And so he apologizes for not being here at the end. But he said, thank you so much. And he will be in touch with all of you to come back on the show. And like I said, you're familiar now. You're family. You can come you just come, and when you're ready, you want to promote it, please promote. Both of you. And I mean that for all three of you. I mean that from the bottom of our hearts here at NYMania. And you guys made it well. And because of you guys, we did get a couple of new subs, and we appreciate that. We appreciate everyone. We had a milestone this week, and what better guest than you and Bip and Mr. Bat Boy Brian Cashman himself. That we did hit a milestone over 1,000 subs. We've been on for 10 months, and if it wasn't for you guys, man, we can't get this done. And we really appreciate each and every one of our guests, everybody in our family chat. And again, thank you. So I just wanted to say that out to everybody because you guys are so important to what we want, what we plan on doing, and a lot of different shows and entertainment. And we're also, when we have the Young and the Restless, Paul, we're gonna have a live update and a live session. We would love if you would come up.
I'd be happy to. We'll do it. And thank
that
you
would
a lot
be
for
great.
coming. Sure.
Thank you so much.
Joe,
we definitely would love to have you. We'll definitely be in touch with you.
Joe, I just wanted to say
thanks to NITHIN also.
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to say
yes.
Thank
of
you guys.
Course. I'm going to definitely thank.
Okay, he's delayed. I just want to thank you guys, Bip. I want to thank Billy. I want to thank Michael, Paul. Thank you for coming on tonight. Also, our panel, NITHIN, Johnny Salami, Evan, and Joe, of course.
I don't hear anything. Are we signing off?
Joe, can you tell him I'm just finishing up my final thoughts really quick? Can you hear me,
he's just giving his final thoughts, Paul. He just wants to thank you for being on.
Okay, I can't.
Oh, good. No, thank you guys.
I can't hear any of it.
Oh, good. No, we can hear you. No, again, thank you guys very much. I learned a lot tonight from you guys, so thank you. I appreciate it very much. And also, it's very good to have a lot of people on the panel once in a while because I talk a lot on here. So it gets very annoying and very obnoxious. So thank you guys. So it's always good to hear a different perspective. But thank you. I everyone here tonight, thank you. Great job tonight. And thank you for your insight. I really appreciate that. We appreciate that too. So
thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah, Paul, if you didn't hear much of that, basically what he said is that he was so happy that everybody, you guys came on. He learned a lot from each and every one of you. And he's looking forward to, we're all looking forward to the future and everything that's going on ahead of us. So again, we do thank the three of you, really. Thank you so much. And we will be in touch with each and every one of you to please come back. Mm-hmm. So thank you. And lastly, all I could say is God bless you all. God bless your families. And please stay healthy. And whatever you do, we are here for you. And just stay healthy and God bless you. And of course, God bless America. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it. Paul, good luck with the movie, the show, the sitcom, everything. You're gonna really bang it out of the park. And we're very proud to say that we had you on the air.
Happy to be here. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, Paul.
You too.
Right. Yes, the same to you. Thank you, Paul.
Guys. Thank you for blessing. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Billy and Bipster. Thank you, guys.
Billy and Bip, that voice, I can't wait until you come on.
Look forward to it, man. I mean,
I know, and I mean it. We would have a great panel with Evan and Chef Nick and Johnny Salami, and it would be a blast to do a game. We'll pick a game. If you have a preference of the teams, just let us know, because we could do any game you want. As long as it's aired on something, we can do it, and you get it, of course.
okay, all right, that's great. I'd love to do the Yankees and the Athletics. That would be tremendous.
Great.
I like that.
That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll look at the schedule, and we'll definitely get back with if you can, the easier to get in touch with us. It's pretty easy. JoeYankees28@gmail.com.
Okay, Joe Yankees 28
Yeah,
at gmail.com. Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing my calendar now because I have an office now. I'm in the Bay Area. My office is in Fresno, which is
Nice.
So 2 days a week I'm going back and forth. With that, I still do the real estate. With that, I still am doing baseball classics up here. We just finished one Friday and Saturday. We had 10 teams play a ball game, high school teams. And I'm really serving in my church right now. So just
that's awesome.
Calendar is full. So any and everything that you want to do or we're going to do together, I want to make sure I pull it on a calendar so that I don't. My brain right now is not what it used to be. I'm not facing Greg Maddux. I know what Greg Maddux is going to do to me, but I don't know what my calendar is going to do to me right now. So we want to make sure.
We'll let you know. I'm sure it'll be a 3-game series, either there or at Yankee Stadium. Whatever it is, we'll be very proud to say that you're going to be part of the broadcast. You are the broadcast with that voice. Oh my God, really? I love that. You got to say. I mean, we love playing your promo. We play it every day.
Oh, okay.
If you remember, you did the promo.
Yeah.
Hi, this is a bit. I mean, I love it. So you can say whatever you want. You are the Dollywood of this clan. So thank you, really.
I appreciate you guys having me, man. And
of course.
I know Johnny Salami didn't say a whole lot. I don't even know what his voice sounds like, but
yeah, there's so much going on. Then I was pretty. All of you guys on here was amazing. So I just got to sit back and kind of take it in and listen. But I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you guys.
I'll tell you, Bip, you may not know and may not have heard Johnny, but Johnny's a very, very big part of this show. He drove 3 hours yesterday to come over just to put a microphone on. So let me tell you, this man is amazing. No, he really is amazing. He is one of a kind. Chef Nick is, forget it, and the same thing with Evan. This crew is the best, and our chat is the best.
Yes, absolutely.
And I got to tell you, I feel very lucky.
Yeah. So when it's Chef Nick, Chef, what are you cooking, bro? What's
everything and anything. So, like I when I first, it's gonna be like a 2-hour conversation, but let me just cut it down to 1 second. Well, that's impossible. That's why I talk way too much. But so I touch upon every cuisine in the world. I specialize in Mediterranean. I'm on full Greek, but I specialize in everything Mediterranean. But I touch upon like you just mentioned right now, like every cuisine in the world, because it's better to know everything and just challenge yourself and just keep learning. 20 plus years in this business, I keep growing and learning. So that's all you can do. So,
man, I had the best goat.
I want to hear it right now.
I don't know. Remember, it was in the playoffs and I ordered goat. We ate it. Everybody on the team, we won, and we had to order it again the next day.
Where was this?
It was near the Yankee Stadium. So it had to be somewhere near, maybe somewhere near Yankee Stadium, because it came back, it was still warm. So it had to be close, but it was outstanding. It was the greatest goat I've ever had. It's the only goat I've ever had. But I tell you, man, somewhere around the Bronx, somewhere in the Bronx. It must
was it like curried goat? Like, was it like spicy, savory?
It was savory, and it wasn't spicy or anything like that, because we couldn't do spicy before the game. But it was soothing. It was comfort food. It was the best, man. It was. Yeah, I've never found it anywhere else other than in New York.
They have great Slovaki food trucks near like the City Field area, the Greek part of Astoria there, which is great. Lamb, meat, stuff. Yeah.
That's what we should do, Chef. We should get a nice one. And Bill Roberts could turn around. Good evening, everyone. We have great sandwiches here. Please come here. Let's go.
I love that.
How would you? Now you got to say it, Bill. Let's hear it. How would you say? Come on down. Let's go. Let's hear it.
How would I say come on down? I would just say, hey, folks out there, it's goat time. We need more goat. Come get this goat. This goat is ready.
All right.
Oh yeah.
It's served up on the plate already. Let's eat.
Loving that, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Love it.
And how about give us your home run call?
My home
Well,
run
you don't
call.
want to give out secrets, but let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm usually the analyst. I always have to just let the host say his home run call. But I haven't come up with one yet, but just give me a little time. I know that I see now I'm going to do the home run call. So now I have to make sure I have one.
Yeah. Are you
No
kidding?
pressure.
All right.
They all
Mariners game. Somebody said do a Mariners game. Do the Mariners game.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, again, as long as I can put the games on my calendar, I'm fine. So nothing will get in the way of that as long as it's on the calendar. So I have an agent now who is actually trying to get me some gigs down in San Diego, where I formerly played with the Padres.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
we're going to see how that works out. But I'm looking to fill this calendar up for the rest of the year.
That's great. Yeah, no, we'll definitely be in touch, and if you stay in touch, or like I say, we can talk through NITHIN and all of that. So it would be great. It'd be an honor to do a game with you. That would be a lot of fun. It really would. And the fans already are saying, let's go. You see it. I mean, do a Mariners game. We have one in the email says, please do really any game you want. How about a Yankees Red Sox game or something like that? So it'll be fun. Or like I say, it doesn't have to be the Yankees. We're going to do a game of the week type of whatever. So whatever comes around, we'll send that out to you. And as soon as we make it, Ken says 7th through the 9th, the A's versus the Yankees. Thank you, Ken. Ken is the voice. Ken is the voice of the Yankees on Yankees: The Ugly Truth, and when we simulcast, he's nice enough to have us simulcast with him. So it is a lot of fun. Every day we learn something new. You always have to learn something new in this gig. It's awesome. So no, we'll definitely be in touch, Bip. And thank you so much. We enjoyed your playing. I just wish you were a New York Yankee, but I guess we can't have everything. But you're a New York Yankee on this show, baby. Period.
Yeah.
That's it. You are our New York Yankee.
Get my Yankee hat out now. Yeah, let me get my hat out.
There you go.
Hey, when I was a kid, I wore a Yankee hat around Oakland because of Willie Randolph. I really did. It was my guy, second base, and I was thinking, well, yeah, second baseman. And I've met Willie Randolph.
Willie did was with us in Brooklyn.
Yeah. So
very nice guy.
It was great to meet. Yeah, he was a
all
really
the
nice
way.
guy. Yeah, he was. He is. I mean, sometimes you meet your heroes and you're really disappointed in them. You're like, that's not my guy. He wasn't cool, man. And then you meet some guys and you go, wow, he is who I thought he was. And so, yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah, no question.
May 29th?
says May 29th to the 30th. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can get that set up. Get that set up. Yeah, get that set up. And I'm ready for that one.
All right. And we'll definitely be in touch. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, guys. I got to cook. Yeah. I got to do my own chefing now.
There you go, baby. That's what I want to hear.
You know what I'm about to make? I'm about to make a salmon bowl.
Woo! Oh, man.
Okay. You don't invite us?
I mean, you can't eat it through the screen.
Yeah, that's true.
By the time it gets to you, Good.
From
We're only 3,000 miles
doing the
away.
We'll have to fly there.
I'm doing the
Take it back.
salmon. I'm gonna make my own teriyaki sauce.
Ooh,
I'm gonna cook it in that.
Ooh.
Then I'm gonna have quinoa under it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have avocado, scallions, carrots, edamame, and avocado on the top.
Oh, I love that.
You eat all that, and you're a little guy.
Yeah.
Well, you eat. That's all good stuff, though. That's all good stuff. But
I love
that's
that
great.
bit, man.
Well, enjoy it. Enjoy
All
it.
right.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Take care. God
Appreciate
bless
you
you and
guys,
your
man.
family.
You too, man. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll
Take
speak
care,
to you
man.
soon.
Good
Thank
to meet
you.
you guys.
Take care. Wow, guys, this was an amazing show. This was really,
I love
really,
this.
really a lot of fun, guys. A lot.
I
of
love this. This is great.
It really, yeah, it really, but now that we're on right now for a couple more minutes, I want to get you guys take. We're gonna start with let's start with Johnny. Johnny, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the American League and who's gonna win the National? So far, as you see it right now.
You're on the spot, Johnny. Johnny on the spot.
Johnny on the spot, right here, everyone.
I'm getting crucified. I'm gonna get crucified in the comments. I'm gonna tell you right now. And I mentioned this actually earlier to a friend, and he actually agreed with me. I'll start the National League first. I'm gonna say the Mets. The Mets are gonna pull ahead, and they're gonna represent. You're saying like represent in the World Series, or just be ahead in general, Joe?
Yeah.
Are you talking about represent in the World Series? Like who's going to
the
go to the
World Series? Who do you think's going?
Okay,
who's going to the dance?
I'm telling right now, it's going to be the Mets. They're going to upset the Dodgers in Game 7 of the NLCS. I know it's not popular for me to say that. I'm going to get crucified in the comments, but I feel like they're going to be really good this season. Maybe not start off as real hot, but they're going to pull together and they're going to be good. For the American League, I want the Yankees to win. I want them to get that 28th World Championship. But I look at the numbers. I look at things that are going on. I looked at how we played last year. We were good. We got to where we need to get to. We got to the playoffs. But the issue is in moments where we need to win the game, where there's, runners in scoring position, we don't execute. We try to hit the big home run. We try to get ahead, and then it's go big or go home, and or go big or bust. It's not making the small plays to get ahead and win. Now there's things that look good. We have decent pitching. There's things that do look promising, but I'm gonna say for the American League, the team. Hear me out, guys. It's going to be the Boston Red Sox. Ooh. They're going to come ahead. They're going to upset the Yankees. It's going to be a Red Sox.
Are you crazy or what?
I'm telling you right now, listen to what I've got to say. I know
please, I want to hear it.
I listen. They're going to say, they made these small little moves. Listen, the Red Sox got hot. They got hot towards the end of the season last year. Yes, the Yankees beat them. But remember, who was out? Roman Anthony. Who's going to be back from day one? Roman Anthony. He's going to be a thorn in our side. And there's other things, too, that are good with that team. I feel like they're going to come ahead, and it's going to be a Red Sox-Mets World Series.
What a nightmare.
I don't want to feel like that, but I'm just trying to tell you, hey, that's what I pick. That's my choice.
Yeah.
In the comments, that's my opinion.
I love it, Johnny. No, I love it. Johnny has every right to say what he feels, man. I love it. It's he's not just.
I don't want it. I'm just telling you.
Of course,
I want the Yankees to win.
Yeah.
But, hey.
I'm going to get crucified for what I'm going to say too. So.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to.
No, we'll go with Evan. We'll go with even keel here. Let's go with Evan.
All right. I guess I have to be the mediator. All right.
Please.
I'm going to say now that we have Jason on the channel, I'll say Yankees versus Mets.
Ooh.
Because I feel like it's been close to happening, and now it's Soto on the Mets. The Yankees want to get revenge on him. I really think the Mets are gonna beat the Dodgers possibly, and we are going to win the American League and play the Mets in the World Series.
All right. So you think the Yankees are gonna? So you're liking the Yankees over the Mets in the World Series. Is that the pick?
I can't really call that right now because we have to see the trade deadline. But I like both teams.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, kudos to Evan. Not like Johnny Salami, but we won't get back into that right now. All right, the one and the only Chef Nick is on the bump now.
Well,
I take
well,
that from
you know what?
Ken.
I shouldn't even say I'm going to get crucified because I'm going to call it like it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I would never do that. I'm not going to live in this fantasy world where I live in this cotton candy house. Right now, what's it called? The opening day is up, and we have to see what's going to happen. We can't gauge it right now, but predictions are good. I love Evans and Johnny's predictions. So what I'm going to say is I think that the Blue Jays are going to win the division. The reason why I'm saying that is because that, yes, the Blue Jays are killers. They are Yankee killers in every way. But the original Yankee killers, guys, this is this disclaimer back from the early days, if you guys are not history buffs, the Confederates were Yankee killers back in the Civil War. But you have Springer, you have Jimenez, you have Vladdy, you have Barger. You also have Kirk, Davis Schneider, Anthony Santander, no relation to the Santander banks that are around this area and other states. You also have Jesus Sanchez, and you also have Okamoto. That's right. Okamoto, the Locomoto, that could be a potential Yankee killer. So these guys are, look, you can point out the last game that they played that they just beat the Yankees senselessly. That's fine, spring training, but it can translate into something serious down the line. Again, predictions. This is not reality. It's hypothetical. I hope they prove me wrong. So I have the Blue Jays at 93-69, winning the division. I have the Yankees at 90-72, winning the wild card. I have Red Sox at 89-73 as the second wild card. I have the Orioles at 80-82, the Rays at 75-87. So just with the Blue Jays too, look, they have Dylan Cease. A lot of people aren't like fans, or they seem like he's going to do good. Some people say he's not going to do good in the American League. Again, everything is sort of like hearsay, predictions, just pretty much, I think this is going to happen. Not I know this is going to happen, because this hasn't happened yet. Who knows? I can be right. Evan can be right. Johnny can be right. We don't know. So this is all predictions. You can't really bash it. You can say, I don't think so, or I know so. That's it. That's the extent of it. So yeah, even with, like I said, with the Blue Jays there, you have Mad Max, of course, that's joining Dylan Cease. That's joining Cody Ponce, who pretty much manhandled the Yankees last time out. You have Bieber, you have Trey, you have Savage, you have Berrios, you have Gossman, and you have company in the bullpen with Hoffman. You have Yimi Garcia, Taylor Rogers, and also anything before that, or like if they don't come in, then it's a little weak. So that's a little advantage that the Yankees have. But, they have to focus on pretty much everything that the Blue Jays have throughout their rotation, throughout their defense, their offense, and everything else in between and between the lines, baby. So this is where I think the Blue Jays are going to be a force with them. It's up to the Yankees to do that. Again, I hope they prove me wrong. The only thing they can prove me wrong. I want the Blue Jays to prove me wrong. I don't want them to win. I don't. But this is sort of like a hypothetical type of thinking where this is very important, guys. This is where I bring up a two-way street here. If you have a one-way mind, one-way track, one-way street that the Yankees are going to have 100 wins right now, I don't know. It's a little difficult. So you have to have a little middle ground here where it's like if someone's trying to say the Yankees are going to be a third place, fourth place team, you can't really trounce on that. It's a little hard to believe that. I'm saying second place to the Blue Jays. Some people are saying third or fourth. That's a little hard, but you can't really. What if they're right? That's the thing. What if they're right that the Yankees are going to be a third, fourth place team, not last place? So you can't really knock that. If the people are saying the Yankees are going to win the World Series, people are saying the Yankees are going to be first place in the division. You don't know. I hope so. Again, I'm not trying to knock them. I really hope so. So I really think at the end of the day, that we should just we have to take it right now, one game at a time, and it's a long season, 162 games. Obviously, you can be 162-0 like I have in MLB The Show, but it doesn't work that way in real life. So get off your games, your PlayStation games, your Xbox games, and you have to really see. You have to pick apart the takeaways. You got to pick apart everything that's going to happen right now, game by game. It's going to be exhausting. We're going to be frustrated. We're going to be angry, depressed. We're going to be happy because it's going to be a roller coaster. So it all depends right now. So right now, my pick is the Blue Jays. And it makes sense because it's not running it back. It's a sense that I'm just going of what happened last year, their track record. That's the truth of the track record. So it's like, I'm not going to be like, Yankees are going to kill the Blue Jays. I don't believe it yet. So real life is they need to prove us wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. So again, two-way street. You guys have to sort of like take it with a grain of salt, meet in the middle, and then let's have a healthy discussion about that. But predictions are right now. So let's get it going, baby. Rock on. I'm excited for the first game, baby, Wednesday. Let's do it. Let's go, Yankees. Prove me wrong, baby. Whoopa! Happy Greek Independence Day. Happy Greek Independence Week, baby. We got this. Oh, lots of moussaka, lots of spanakopita. All you want to do, like Evan said, souvlakia in Astoria, Queens. That's right. Eat all the Greek food and be spiritual, be merry, just like the Greek gods, baby. Oh, we really
Go, chef.
Got you, baby.
Go.
Woo!
I want to for different reasons. I want to say a big shout out to T Road, who gave me a really, really beautiful call today. And I'm glad I picked up because I noticed, where it was coming from. And I said, well, maybe, I don't know. I picked it up and he was nothing but gracious and talking so unbelievable about our show, our product and what we do. And he's sending out, wishes and everything to where he is. But and to let everybody know that, he's a big fan of the show. And he's been here for a very, very long time. So I would like to dedicate this show to T Road for his for caring and what he's done and defending everything that we do and what we believe in and what we all stand for. So T Road, thank you so much for that phone call. It was inspiring. It really perked me up today. And I'm glad that I was able to pick it up and really listen. And again, thank you. We can't thank you enough. And you are the best. You and everyone else, of course. But to take time out of your busy day just to say the nice things that you said, it really, really means a lot. It really does. So thank you. As far as my predictions, everyone, just quickly. As of right now, I'm going Yankees Dodgers World Series, and I'm not even going to defend it. I am just flat out telling you, it's Yankees Dodgers. And that's all I'm going to say on it.
Rematch.
And so tomorrow, everyone, just to make sure that you all know, Coffee Bagels will be at 1:00. 1:00 tomorrow afternoon. As we get ready, and we can't wait as we move on to Wednesday. And also Wednesday, we will have our first pregame show at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. for the pregame, and then we come on with the Yankees, The Ugly Truth. We will be simulcasting from that channel, from Ken and his Yankees, The Ugly Truth channel. And then right after that, we will have a post-game show. So we have a lot going on and a lot of business to take care of. And we can't do it without you, the fans. And we really, really appreciate it. And we can't wait. And some final thoughts. Let's start with Johnny. Johnny, some final thoughts.
Yes, very excited. Baseball is right around the corner. This Wednesday, Yankees versus San Francisco Giants. I'm very excited for that. I'm excited for the season to start. A lot of promising things in this season. I know my predictions kind of go against what I said, but doesn't mean the Yankees still can't do well. I hope they do well. Hope things work out. They just got to be smart You got to be smart at the plate. They got to be, good at the fundamentals. Small ball can help win games. Don't have to be the big home run hitter every game. That's kind of one of our downfalls. And I hope that's not what happens in 2026. So let's go Yankees. Please like and subscribe. Congrats to everybody here at YankeeMania. And thank you everybody who is in the comments and subscribed. We hit 1,000 followers a couple of days ago. And I'm going to say here, we said on the short yesterday, when I was with Joe and NITHIN, I'm making a prediction and a goal. 1,500 followers here at YankeeMania by the World Series. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it.
That. Okay.
Wow. Love that. Thank you. Yeah, we hope so. We really hope with all the good stuff that we're going to be doing aside from the Yankees, WrestleManias, Ronda Rousey's MMA fight, Chef Nick's cooking extravaganzas with Catanina Michio, and with the Yankee games with Yankees The Ugly Truth. I mean, there's so much going on, and one after another. And don't forget, whether you like soap operas or you don't, a lot of different spoilers for The Young and the Restless. And we're going to have a show we're going to have a roundtable discussion with you, the fans of The Young and the Restless, of what you think is going to happen next. So stay tuned for that. That will be on World, but we will tell you everything about that hopefully soon. So take care with that. So who's next? And the man, the myth, and everything. Who wants to go next? And that's Evan.
Oh yeah, Chef Nick.
Oh yeah,
Johnny. Great job as always. Johnny was at Joe's house yesterday, setting up a call-in microphone thing. So great job there. NITHIN was also a part of that. So good job. Chef Nick was on the phone, so he was on the other line.
That's right.
Yep, he was on the Horizon line. Let's go. The Horizon line of Greece. Happy Greek Independence Day to you.
Ayo.
And your whole family too. I know you have a brother that's also named Evan.
That's
so
right.
I guess that's me. I'm the
Evan
second
Squared.
one. And,
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And no, great things coming up. Opening day this Wednesday. Look forward to that. Great show tonight. All our guests were fantastic. Thank you, NITHIN, for putting it together. And have a great night, everyone.
Thank you, Evan. Thanks for coming on, and keep going forward with your graduation. We're so proud, and we can't wait for you to graduate and to move forward to the next phase of that wonderful life that you're going to lead. So, Chef Nick, you're next.
Well, just to keep it quick, just the fact. Look, if we have different opinions, different things to say. If you take it the other way, then look, we don't want to get your feelings hurt. I think like I said, with like the two-way street thing, I think we have to meet in the middle where just to have a healthy discussion instead of being like, no, that's not true. And that's it. That's the way I'm going to take it. If you have a one-way track mind, just one-way thinking, that's really egotistical and narcissistical. So let's drop that. I think that right now it's going to be very competitive. Come the baseball season right now. I'm very excited about the opening day, and I want the Yankees to win. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I want them to win. I want the Mets to win. I'm a New York fan. I want everyone to do well, but we all have to, at least come together and be like, not just attack each other in a specific way. We have to pretty much just hear each other out when that time comes, because it's gonna be heavy. Things are going to be heavy come like the season 2. And it's just like, you just never know what's going to happen. So, right now I'm just a fair warning. It's if you ever see something that's like, if you disagree with, please don't take it personal. We have a lot of stress that's going on in our lives that, you don't want that added stress. Just let them say what they have to say. And that's it. So, but look, I really hope with my predictions, I'm going to stick to it. Yankees prove me wrong. That's it. Show everything on the field. That's it. Johnny's prediction, he wants the Yankees to win. Yankees should prove him wrong. That's it. And Joe and just Evan too, like Yankees are gonna win. Okay, prove them right. That's it. There we go. Real life, baby. Real life. That's it.
Well, that's good. Thank you, Nick. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And we want to just tell everybody thank you again for being here. I hope you enjoyed this segment of recapping the start of the baseball season. We are hungry, we're ready, and let's go Yankees. And a couple of more days. We waited this long, a couple of more days, and then Wednesday comes. The reality is we are ready to go. So with that in mind, everyone, thank you so much. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go Yankees. Stay healthy, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. with another great episode of course, Coffee, Bagels, and Lunch. Good night, everyone.